morning Anushka, good morning Janvi, Shubhra, Aman, good morning. Am I audible? Am I clear to you? Yes. Yes, good morning. Yes, sir. Okay. So good morning. We'll be starting with today's lecture on current affairs. A lot of developments on the front of political, we can say, on the health issues, uh, and with respect to environment. Today is the Environment Day, International Environment Day. So happy planting. Uh, I hope everyone will take care of their surrounding, the ecosystem, and contribute in whatever way they can. Uh, so, and do study all the environmental laws today. You can go through all the conferences, all the conventions, all the protocols regarding the environment in today. In today. So, in today's lecture, what we'll do is we'll cover a number of topics. The topics that we will be covering are the Climate Breakthrough Summit that happened recently, the issue of CBI, the Mekadatu multi-purpose project, the mega food parks, village rise, the scheme UA, police reforms, world employment and social outlook trend, currency swap facility, the issue of the transfer of chief secretary of state, and from environmental perspective, we will see the Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve. I guess these are the part that we will be covering in today's lecture. What I will suggest you is when what I will suggest you when we are going through this topic, do not just focus on the what issue is there. Focus on the background of that particular topic so that we are able to solve every bit of question that is coming in front of us, not only from that particular issue, but related to that topic. For example, mega food park. When you study the mega food park, every picture of regarding food processing industry, the various schemes regarding that, what are the issues regarding the food processing industry, that uh, that topic should be clear at that particular point of time. So this is the way आपने ये method से you should study. Yes, Kshitij, good morning. Yes, good morning. So let us start with today's lecture. So what do you understand by the Climate Breakthrough Summit? Climate Breakthrough Summit. Basically, it's a summit. Yeah, it's a summit between the world leaders to demonstrate progress in critical sector of the global economy, so that what step can be done to take the carbon to zero, the zero carbon economy. So world leaders, so what's the context over here? So world leaders convened at the Climate Breakthrough Summit to demonstrate progress in critical sectors of the global economy, including steel, shipping, green hydrogen, and nature. So basically, what is this? It's a collaboration between the World Economic Forum, the Mission Possible Partnership, the United Nations Climate Champions, and the United Kingdom. And what is the aim? Its aim is to demonstrate the need for systematic change to accelerate the global transition to a zero carbon economy. Now, what do you understand by zero carbon economy? So basically, it's a green ecological economy based on low energy consumption and low pollution, where emissions are compensated by absorption and removal of greenhouse gases. That is the net. It is also known as net zero. ठीक है. So what this is doing, ये आपका जितना भी कार्बन आप या a country, a private owners organization or a country or any of the organization जितना भी कार्बन निकाल रहे हैं उतना अगर आप कंपनसेट करते हो किसी भी फॉर्म में, so that is known as net zero, right, net zero carbon. So इस कार्बन को पुश करने के लिए दिस समिट वाज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड. सी दिस summit is one thing, but what was discussed in this summit and what was the related terminologies regarding environment, they are very important from our perspective. जैसे कि आप ये देखते हो कि what is green hydrogen, here you can see this is green hydrogen. What do you understand by green hydrogen? Anyone over here?
So the hydrogen that is produced using green sources is called as green hydrogen. There are different types of hydrogen like blue hydrogen, which uses that of ocean waters to produce the hydrogen. And in case of brown hydrogen, we have the coal and other manufacturing industries help in the production of hydrogen.
Yes. Basically, आप ये कह सकते हो कि it's a source of energy, right? It's a source of energy. Now, in the source of how the source of energy is obtained, this is obtained when hydrogen by electrolysis is observed, when it is powered by hydrogen or wind. Okay. So here, whatever the energy you are getting, it is pure form of energy. Okay. When you are using this green hydrogen, and you can store a lot of yes. Anything? Anyone? Rishika? Yeah, no. So basically ये green hydrogen आपको आने के बाद you can use this as pure form of hydrogen, and it's a clean energy you are getting over here, and here you can store more form of energy than earlier forms. ठीक है, आप ज्यादा एनर्जी स्टोर कर सकते हो, आपको क्लीनर एनर्जी फ्यूल मिलता है इससे. सो these are the terms you should use. ठीक है. Now what do you understand by net zero? Net zero जो यहाँ पे जो दिया है, what do you understand by net zero? Basically आप जितना कार्बन प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो, if you are able to compensate that by any means. What do you mean by any means? What do you mean by any means? Any means means एक तो आप कार्बन का what you do is you first, what you can do is you first you actually reduce the use of carbon. Reduce the use of carbon. ठीक है. And secondly, you can use renewable, right? Renewable sources, or you can use alternate sources. या आप अगर कार्बन निकल भी रहा है, देखिए पहले तो हम लोग कार्बन कम निकालेंगे, अगर कुछ ठीक है, लेकिन कार्बन कम निकालेंगे, फिर फ्यूल कौन से यूज करेंगे? वी विल बी यूजिंग रिन्यूएबल अल्टरनेटिव फ्यूल, दैट इज रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज. ठीक है. अगर चलो बढ़ भी जाता है कार्बन, देन ऑल्सो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यू कैन यूज different type of scientific technologies. For example, clean technologies. Yes. You can inhibitors you can use. Inhibitors you can use, or you can also use carbon capture devices. See, ये हम what we are seeing here, we are seeing net zero emissions. Net zero emissions मतलब अगर आपका कार्बन जितना प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो, if you are compensating that with any form, then that is called as that is net zero. कि जितना प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो उतना आप कंजम्पशन, उतना आप, you are also absorbing that much of carbon from the environment. Yes, carbon sequestration भी है. कार्बन क्रेडिट का क्या होता है ना? कार्बन क्रेडिट कम्स, yes, it is a term which is related to carbon efficiency, you can say, but carbon footprints जो होता है, what is carbon footprints? What do you understand by carbon footprints? जितना परसेंटेज ऑफ कार्बन आप प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो बेसिकली, व्हाट हम जो बोलते हैं ना कि एक छाप छोड़ना, सो यू आर बेसिकली दैट मच अमाउंट ऑफ कार्बन यू आर रिलीजिंग, ठीक है. See, it's basically total greenhouse gases that a particular individual, particular organization that is emitting, but it is calculated in the amount of carbon. ठीक है, GHG generated by humans, yes. तो कार्बन के रिलेशन में वो काउंट किया जाता है, and that is the carbon footprint. For example, मैं अगर दिन में if I am releasing so much amount of greenhouse gases, so how much carbon footprint is, so that is my carbon footprints. Now अगर इसको रोकने के लिए what we are doing, carbon offset. What we are doing is carbon offsetting. So this is a term, carbon offsetting. Carbon offsetting. What do you understand by carbon offsetting? Basically, it's a mitigation strategy. It's a mitigation strategy to curb the amount of carbon that is released in the environment. और ये कैसे करेंगे आप? Alternative sources से, ठीक है. So these terms are clear. तो ये तो हुआ कि net zero के when we are moving towards net zero emission, how we are doing it and how we can do it, ठीक है. by use of good fuels, by use of renewable fuels, by use of alternative sources, by using inhibitors, by using technology, ठीक है. Then you have चलो फिर ये देख लीजिए. Now we can see what actually happened in this summit, highlight of this summit. Now, United Nations made a call for coordinated action to secure a global net zero emission and fulfill its goal of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to pre-industrial area. और ये कहाँ पे when did this idea that the global warming should be limited to 1.5 degrees Celsius of pre-industrial era, when this was finalized? It was finalized in the Paris Peace Conference. Agreement कहाँ हुआ था? ठीक है. Now what is the significance of this? What is the significance of this? What is the significance? Basically हमें whenever we are reducing the carbon, हम अगर कार्बन रिड्यूस करते हैं तो efficiency of that particular instrument and that particular process is increased, ठीक है. So alternative source हमें every time we will have to be finding, ठीक है. And regarding greenhouse gases, which is the protocol that is there for the greenhouse gases? Protocol for greenhouse gases, Kyoto Protocol. Yeah, Kyoto Protocol. Now Kyoto Protocol has listed 6 greenhouse gases. कोई बता सकता है कि कौन से 6 greenhouse gases हैं? Which are the 6 greenhouse gases Kyoto Protocol has identified? CO2, CH4. No, there is no CO. There is no CO, Harini. It is CO2 first. First it is CO2. It is CH4, that is methane. Then you have NO2, yes. Then you have HFCs, hydrofluorocarbons. Then you have perfluorocarbons, that you can write PFCs. Then you have HF6. Okay. So these are the 6 identified Kyoto greenhouse gases by Kyoto Protocol. ठीक है. Now this is regarding ये हमारा क्या था? ये था कि क्लाइमेट ब्रेक थ्रू समिट. इंडिया ने भी नेशनल हाइड्रोजन एनर्जी मिशन स्टार्ट किया है. रिगार्डिंग दिस, व्हाट इज द मिशन नेम? नेशनल हाइड्रोजन एनर्जी मिशन. National Hydrogen Energy Mission. ठीक है, for cleaner fuel. For cleaner fuel. ठीक है, to produce 1.45 tons of green hydrogen by 2023. Yes. ठीक है, अभी CO2, in terms of CO2, who is the highest emitter in the world? Highest emitter of CO2? India. India है. Who is the highest? See, this is a preliminary question. Prelims का यहाँ से question आ सकता है. ठीक है. China, USA and India. Yeah. The is China, USA and India. ठीक है. Yeah. Now, चलो ये समझ में आया सभी को अभी तक कि क्लाइमेट ब्रेक थ्रू समिट हो चुकी है. Why the summit happened is to collaborate on various front regarding industries हो, regarding आपका private organizations हो, so that the goal of net zero carbon emission that should be obtained. अभी net zero ऐसा है क्या कि पूरा कार्बन हमने कुछ भी कार्बन नहीं निकलना चाहिए थे. See, now the concept is not there because we haven't reached that point of time where technology is so abundant with us that there will be no carbon emission. ठीक है, carbon is a necessity but it causes a lot of destruction in the ठीक है, as it is a greenhouse gas. So CO2. ठीक है, so हमने ये सब देख लिया. Then we have also seen some terms regarding the carbon offsetting हमने देखा, carbon footprints हमने देखा. Then we have also seen National Hydrogen Energy Mission, green hydrogen. Then again what we have seen, net zero emission and how this net zero emission can be obtained. Now write a question, everybody. Write a question. Write a question that world leaders at the Climate Breakthrough Summit, demonstrated the need for systemic change to move towards zero carbon economy. World leaders at the Climate Breakthrough Summit demonstrated the need for systemic change to move towards a zero carbon economy. What are the different ways? What are the different ways in which net zero carbon emission can be achieved? Tell me. Now let us discuss this question. Question समझ में आया सभी को? Is the question understood? Question is, the world leaders at the Climate Breakthrough Summit have demonstrated the need for a systemic change to move towards a zero carbon economy. What are the different ways in which net zero carbon emission can be achieved? Yes, anyone? Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah. So is the question clear to you? Question सबने लिख लिया है? Question सभी ने लिख लिया है, right? Yes. हाँ, yes. तो बताइए, anyone from the one present, anyone who will love to discuss the answer? Fast. चलो जल्दी.
The Climate Breakthrough Summit was held on lines with that of the Paris Deal and the Kyoto Protocol of regulating the temperature of the Earth's surface below 2.5 degrees centigrade in order to prevent the 1.5 degrees centigrade, sir. In order to prevent the disasters of sinking islands that are happening throughout the world, we have seen that coastal areas are undergoing a continuous threat. Apart from it, we have also seen our biodiversities are also at loss at many places. So we have.
Harini, do not elongate your answer directly. If it's what is the question? Question is what different ways you can do to achieve the net zero climate. So directly hit the bullseye. You do not have to explain. See, they have already told. Now that the summit have already happened and now they are discussing something. Why? Because they already it is there that globally there is a climate change that is we can see the different changes that are occurring. So the question is regarding what measures you can do.
Yes, sir. We can first define what is zero carbon economy, which refers to the decreasing of carbon footprint in the world, sir. And we can do it by various methods like using of green
Tell me
hydrogen.
the methods. Yes.
Yes, sir. We can go with green hydrogen, renewable resources, decreasing the carbon output by and also having carbon offsetting clause that are present, so that we can also give an equal hand for the of developing countries, providing proper carbon credits, so that developed countries give a space for developing countries to carry forward their development, carrying out the carbon sequestration procedures like afforestation, where we have seen that most of our more than 16%. So we have also bought one-third of our forest cover as we have promised in various deals, that in order to decrease the carbon footprints. And we can also looking forward for renewable energies, nuclear energy. So we have seen a large thermonuclear power plants that have been set up in Paris for generating the nuclear energy through fusion, which is 10 times more efficient than that of the fission energy, which could be generated and used for a large scale. Apart from it, we are also having various solar power plants. And we are Global Solar Alliance institution have been set up and with its headquarters in Gurugram.
Yes.
In this way, we can
creating carbon. Deepak has written creating carbon sink. Very nice. Adopting renewable sources of energy. Example you'll have to write. Then establish financial and technological support and new institutions to enable clean energy investment in developing countries moving towards green buildings. Yes. Capitalization of green climate fund. Carbon reduction process such as carbon sequestration. Increase in the compensatory. See, whatever Deepak you have written is everything that is after the climate है ना, कि कुछ होने के बाद कुछ कैसा करना है. फर्स्ट फोकस ऑन द सोर्स, कि अगर मेरा सोर्स से ही अगर क्लीन एनर्जी जा रहा है, इफ आई एम फोकसिंग ऑन रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी, फर्स्ट इज दैट. देन सेकंड इज क्या मैं ये बायोफ्यूल्स कैन आई यूज? Yeah, I can use biofuels. So where are the biofuels, how they are obtained? So biofuels also. Read regarding the biofuel policy of India. Okay, next class we will discuss this also. Biofuel policy of India. Okay. Biofuel policy of India. Yeah, you should read this. So BS6, yes, Jatropha, Karanja, you can write over there. So understood, ये वाला topic पूरा clear हो गया है. This climate breakthrough summit and everything regarding, if the question comes regarding any climatic issue, अल्टरनेट सोर्सेस, पहले आप जाओ कि पहले फ्यूल को बदलो, ठीक है. इफ द फ्यूल इज अवेलेबल, फॉर एग्जांपल बायोफ्यूल अगर ऑप्टेन कर सकते हो आप, इफ यू कैन reduce the carbon in that only at the very earlier source, वो use करो. Then secondary thing is, can you use any technology so that you know the carbon which is being emitted, can you absorb that? For example, trees, forest, then you can call smoke, yeah, smoke towers are also there. Like in Delhi they have, you know, the high court has told to put these smoke towers. So smoke towers hote hain, then you have big carbon inhibitors which do not allow carbon to grow and which can capture carbon. Then you have carbon storage capacity tanks that are available. और बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जिसमें कार्बन कैन बी कैप्चर्ड, कार्बन कैन बी कैप्चर्ड फ्रॉम द एटमॉस्फेयर, ठीक है. सो दीज आर दी थिंग्स. देन आफ्टर दैट अगर उससे भी नहीं होता है, so what you do is you move towards carbon offsetting. Then you have many different carbon related international catalytic converters hai. Green fund available is there. Then you have when your carbon emissions can be transferred to others, carbon credits is also there. So ये सारी चीजें available है. So what today you will do is, as today is also an environment day, so आप क्या करोगे, you will read everything regarding just give me a second, yeah, everything regarding environment conventions today. Environment conventions today. What are the different conventions? Yeah, environment conventions. You will read regarding climate change. You will read today regarding climate change. Also, you will read regarding implications of climate change, impact of climate change on food production, then global warming, then how does climate change impacts coral reef. So ये सारी चीजें आप आज पढ़ लीजिए, ठीक है. So whenever you are covering climate वाला issue, what you do is you cover it holistically, ठीक है. You cover it holistically. Then you have what हमने आज pollution के बारे में देखा, right? Pollution के बारे में भी देखा. Then you see regarding Paris Agreement. Was Paris Agreement enough? है ना? Paris Agreement, was it enough? तो ये सारी चीजें आप देख लीजिए, ठीक है. Now we'll move to second topic. Yeah, the CBI issue. Now, what was the CBI issue? Now, CBI has appointed, the central government has appointed Subodh Kumar Jaiswal as the new director of the CBI. ठीक है. But what now the CBI का बहुत बार ये चलते रहता है कि स्टेट बोलते हैं कि we are not allowing you, we won't be allowing you, you will need. But now center is telling to center is giving any case to CBI. So CBI के जो directors है उनकी जो information है, that is very essential, because last year a question on the chief secretary that was there in your preliminary examination, chief secretary. So ऐसे जो bodies है उनकी जो main directors होते हैं और the main personalities associated with this is very important. So CBI, the director is appointed as per section 4A of the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act. Very important. किसके अंडर होता है ये? दिल्ली स्पेशल पुलिस एस्टेब्लिशमेंट एक्ट के अंडर होता है. और मिनिस्ट्री पब्लिक ग्रीवेंसेस एंड पर्सनल, ठीक है. नाउ ये जो सीबीआई है दैट वाज क्रिएटेड बाय एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्डर, ठीक है. तब एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्डर से 1941 में क्रिएट हुआ था, ठीक है. एंड देन द दिल्ली पुलिस एस्टेब्लिशमेंट एक्ट was formed, ठीक है. But it is a union list subject in the 7th schedule. ठीक है, and it is exempted from the RTI, ठीक है, from the RTI. Now how is the appointment of the directors over there? See, issue कहाँ पे आता है जब आप इनकी ट्रांसफर करते रहते हो. Now here it has a tenure of 2 years and selection criteria में कौन करता है? डायरेक्टर्स लिस्ट बनाता है होम मिनिस्ट्री, बट सिलेक्शन कमिटी में कौन होता है? यू हैव प्राइम मिनिस्टर, यू हैव चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया एंड लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन, ठीक है, एंड लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि यहाँ पे देखिए we normally we say that you know who is appointed, but here the selection committee includes leader of opposition also, ठीक है, leader of opposition also. Now the functions of CBI, what are the functions? Normally हम तो सुनते हैं कि CBI की इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रही है, CBI ने ये किया वो किया, but combating corruption Yeah, am I audible now? Yeah. Yeah, thanks for understanding. Am I audible? Yeah. So let us discuss, हम लोग अभी डिस्कस करते हैं कि what actually is the issue with CBI. What actually various issues आते हैं CBI से related regarding this organization CBI, ठीक है. So what is the issue? First thing, that whatever the offenses they are getting the cases, they are all only those offenses that are notified by the central government. जब आपको central government बोलेगा कि भाई जाओ and then investigate, only that cases they will investigate, ठीक है. Second is, until and unless they get a consent from the state, they won't be working. इसीलिए the consent from that particular state is very very essential, and this is the most most debatable issue regarding CBI, ठीक है. Then Supreme Court in many of their investigation they have told that it is the CBI is just a cased parrot. Now why it is a cased parrot? Why it is a cased parrot? What do you mean by cased parrot? bolta hua tota, right? What do you mean by bolta hua tota? It does means that, you know, whatever the government at the central is saying, you will be saying only that much part. You will be working only according to the instructions that are laid down. Yes. So that is one of the biggest issue, that they haven't been neutral on their part. So ठीक है. Why? Because independency of this CBI has been lost. ठीक है. So they lack of independence. ठीक है. And why this is independence is lacking? Because एक तो एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्डर से बनाया हुआ था. Second thing, they worked under a particular act, the Special Police Establishment Act. Now, do they have a constitutional backing? The answer is no. They do not have a constitutional backing, and a lot of time this political interference, this gets deeply into in the working of the CBI. So political interference है ही, ठीक है. Then lack of accountability. Why lack of accountability? Because अगर किसी कोई चाहता है कि I will find RTI on this working of the CBI, or whatever information this CBI has gotten, so RTI is not valid for CBI. So CBI is exempted from the purview of RTI. Okay. Third thing is regarding the shortage of personnel. उनकी खुद की पुलिस फोर्स होती है. Do they have their own police force? Anyone? No. Yeah. So police force तो नहीं होती है. Plus they are also short on staff. So these are the various issues that are coming up of with respect to the CBI. Abhi, now you tell me, what are the different ways in this CBI can be restructured? है ना? Restructure बोलो या आप बोल सकते हो what are the different ways in which the issue of CBI can be resolved? What are the different ways in which this can be resolved? देखो, सबसे मेन इंपॉर्टेंट है कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बैकिंग. इट शुड बी गिवन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बैकिंग. सेकेंड थिंग इज रिगार्डिंग द इंटरफेरेंस द स्टेट. कि स्टेट में अगर किसी को का see, lot of times happen that only when the center gives the order, they are about to start their work. Until and unless they cannot do their work. So this issue should be resolved. So Mallimath Committee in 2009, it also gave various recommendation on this. Put it under the purview of RTI. Yes, it can be put it under the purview of RTI to bring accountability. Mallimath Committee and Vinit Narayan judgment. These cases are very important in terms of various recommendations given for restructuring of CBI. Which is the committee? Mallimath Committee. Very important. So this recommendations can be in your answer. Also, second ARC, this also gave a recommendation that new laws should be enacted to govern the working of the CBI. ठीक है. Basically, if you want to make it independent, it should be given a constitutional status. ठीक है. So ये सारे issues अगर है, so then only CBI can be, and many recommendations are there. For example, minimum tenure should be given, and it should be followed very rigorously. ठीक है. Then transfer of various directors, various staff in that should be made only on the basis of a particular committee. ठीक है. Then judicial oversight rather than executive executive at all stages of investigation. Yes.
So CBI has that power to suo moto take an action in case of union territories. Why not it is provided in case of states?
See, police. What does police comes under? Tell me. Police
So
किसके
it's
अंदर आते
in
हैं?
list 2, sir.
Yes.
That is state
Yes.
list.
अगर हर if they are about to take the suo moto decision in terms of state also ना, तो क्या हो जाएगा? पुलिस जो काम करती है उनके वर्किंग एंड सीबीआई के वर्किंग में बहुत सारा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट एंड ओवरलैपिंग
Yes.
आ जाएगा. Then it will be
Yes, sir.
very when two organizations which have the same style of working, when they come in conflict of each other, then instead of creating a solution, it will lead more to a problem. Okay. Yes, Disha. Yes. So one of the recommendation in also that it should be able to take suo moto decisions more. Okay. So that there will be better investigations and the timely availability of CBI in any cases will be there. ठीक है. So बहुत सारा है. I have given everything on in the notes itself. You can read this. ठीक है. Now the question is regarding CBI that. Yes, you can write that question if it comes in main examination. It will be that the CBI faces many conundrum of it is called a case parrot, and it has many structural and functional issues. It has many structural. You can write structural and functional issues. That is why it is not able to perform its function very nicely. So what are the different solutions or different recommendations you can give to resolve this structural and functional issues? This can be a question, so do write this question. Okay. Now we are coming to the part Mekadatu multi-purpose project. Now where is this Mekadatu multi-purpose project? Kaveri. Yes, Kaveri in Karnataka. Okay. So why this Mekadatu project is there?
There are four reservoirs that are going to be built near the Mysore.
No. See, Harini, first thing I will, definitely tell you one thing, everybody over here, that when we are asking a question, not only in terms of when we are discussing, but also in terms of main examination point of view, you directly hit the bullseye. आपको यहाँ वहाँ कुछ नहीं जाना है. When at a particular thing, if I am asking you what is the Mekadatu project, you directly tell it's a dam is about to be built over there, and what is the purpose, then you tell that. ठीक है? Do not keep pushing around the bull. ठीक है? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because will happen whenever you are writing your answers also now, you will try to explain everything what you know. No, that is not the way. Write only the things which is being asked. Tell only the things which is being asked. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So why this Mekadatu multi-purpose project is in news? Why it is in news?
National Green Tribunal has actually placed it into a convention, or it has alleged the unauthorized construction of the dam in the Mekadatu region that is present along the Kaveri river water. And we have seen that the Kaveri water, it is a multi-purpose project, sir, that was constructed, that's planned to be constructed to provide a water supply to that of the waterless regions of Bangalore.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Harin. Thank you. See, it's on the border of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Okay, when you look towards this, it is very close to Bangalore. Now, here it is a dam basically they are making. Who is making? Karnataka is making on the Kaveri River. Here it is the Kaveri River. Abhi Kaveri River पे ये dam project है. Now, why this dam is made? Basically, 2-3 reasons है. One is for providing water to agricultural land nearby areas. Second is regarding drinking water solution to the nearby cities there near the Mekadatu area. So, the two issues are there which Karnataka is trying to address by making a multi-purpose dam. Now Tamil Nadu has come up और उसने कहा कि भाई ये प्रोजेक्ट अगर करोगे आप तो हमारे यहाँ का जो फ्री फ्लोइंग वाटर है will be stopped, and whatever the regions down low lying regions है उनको they will not be able to sustain the amount of water which they will be getting because you are stopping the water by making a dam, which is not good. And all these issues is Tamil Nadu facing the only issue here in Karnataka Tamil Nadu border? No, it is also facing issues with the Andhra region, the state of Andhra, where Andhra is also building many multi-purpose dam, which the rivers are going into the Bay of Bengal. ठीक है, तो ये flow होता है, so that is why Tamil Nadu is putting an argument against the building of dam. Now Tamil Nadu is in favor कि अगर आपको extra amount है, because see water sharing agreement में Tamil Nadu is allowed some specific amount of water. What Tamil Nadu is saying that अगर उसके ऊपर अगर पानी आपके पास whatever हमारा छोड़ के if Karnataka is also getting their required amount, if उसके ऊपर का अगर पानी आता है तो that you can stop. So here the Mekadatu multi-purpose project, basically it involves building a balancing reservoir across the Kaveri river near Kanakapura in Ramanagaram district in Karnataka. Why this is built, we have already also studied. Supplying drinking water to Bengaluru and Ramanagaram district besides generation of power. So power generation भी वहाँ का project है, ठीक है? So Karnataka has already given its approval. Now why Tamil Nadu is opposing this? Because Tamil Nadu says that it violates the Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal Award. Tamil Nadu says this. Now, what are the different on the purpose of which it is approving? Because it says that they have never referred to the guideline, and the area downlying will face repercussions. ठीक है, तो ये किसका आर्गुमेंट है? ये तमिलनाडु का आर्गुमेंट है. Now, what in our constitutions are different? See, हमारा तो ये पर्पस है कि they should be following the guidelines proper given by the tribunal. Now comes the part of tribunal. हमारे issue regarding prelims and mains perspective क्या है कि is Kaveri. So Kaveri river is important. Mekadatu. So it's the location of Mekadatu project that will be important from the prelims perspective. So where is the location? On the Kaveri river. Because ऐसे ही एक क्वेश्चन आया था regarding irrigation का 2018 में similar type of question did come in 2018. Now, regarding in the constitution, has any provision there? Is there any provision for the solving this kind of issues? Yes. So Article 262 is there. So what is Article 262? Now Article 262 states that the Parliament may provide for the execution of any dispute or complaints with respect to the use, distribution, and control of the waters or in any interstate river or river valley. ठीक है? तो पार्लियामेंट डिसाइड करेगा कि हमें एजुकेशन कैसे करना है. तो उन्होंने क्या किया है पार्लियामेंट हैज इनेक्टेड वेरियस एक्ट. कौन सा एक्ट है? First we will see that it's a River Board Act of 1956. Now what does this River Board Act say? That it is empowering the government of India. Government of India को ये empower करता है to establish various boards. Boards किसके लिए? For interstates rivers के बीच में boards form करने के लिए and the river valleys in consultation with the state governments. ठीक है? So this river board can be formed by the government of India. ठीक है? Also, according to this Interstate Water Dispute Act of 1956, ये पास हुआ था. Now under this act, if a state government or government approaches the center for the constitution of a tribunal, the government may form a tribunal after trying to resolve the dispute through consultation. यानी कि कोई भी स्टेट या दो स्टेट के बीच में अगर कोई इशू चल रहा है, according to this act, they can go to the government for the formation of a tribunal. ठीक है, for the tribunal. So according to this, many tribunals in the past have been made. The Godavari Tribunal, the Krishna Tribunal, ठीक है, कावेरी ट्रिब्यूनल, महादेवी ट्रिब्यूनल. सो ऐसे रिवर के इश्यू सॉल्व करने के लिए वेरियस ट्रिब्यूनल्स हैव बीन फॉर्म्ड एंड इट हैज गिवन जजमेंट्स on respective occasions. Now understood article 262 कि 262 is empowering the parliament कि भाई ये इशू रिजॉल्व करने के लिए आप कुछ ना कुछ करो. ठीक है, 262. Now regarding Kaveri river. Now where is the origin of Kaveri river? Kaveri river, where is the origin? See, जब हम लोग ये पढ़ रहे हैं, when we are taking a particular issue, so whatever the issue, उसका background जो आप कर सकते हो, वो you should be able to do that. Yeah. So this river Kaveri rises on the Brahmagiri hill on the western Ghats in the southern western Karnataka state. So Brahmagiri hills, ठीक है, it covers how many states? 3 states. 3 states. Which 3 states? Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala with the union territory of Puducherry. Understood? Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. 3 state cover करती है. Where is the origin? Origin is in the Brahmagiri hills of the Western Ghats. Western Ghats in Karnataka only. ठीक है? So Kaveri river. Now what are the key tributaries of the Kaveri river? Hemavati, Kabbani, ठीक है, Amravati, Noil, Bhavani and Lakshman Tirth. ठीक है. So these are the important tributaries you can read today regarding the Kaveri river. ठीक है, कहाँ से origin होता है, which state has the longest part of the Kaveri river, which state has the longest part? Tamil Nadu. Yes, Tamil Nadu में सबसे longest होता है, then followed by Karnataka and then Kerala. ठीक है, understood. Kaveri river we have seen Kaveri river. Now we have seen the interstate water dispute also. Under this, government of India, a state can approach government of India to form a tribunal. ठीक है, read regarding the amendment that was brought to the tribunal. Interstate water dispute से जो tribunals form होते हैं, that there will be a single tribunal. The amendment was there in 2019. Yes. So ट्रिब्यूनल का अमेंडमेंट पढ़ लो आप. यू सी रिगार्डिंग कावेरी वाटर, कावेरी रिवर, यू सी ऑल्सो सी कृष्णा रिवर. अभी कृष्णा रिवर. So that, see, what we are doing here is we are holistically covering all the topics. ठीक है. Now here your prelim prelim wale questions are your regarding Kaveri river, Mekadatu project, regarding your interstate water dispute, regarding article 262 where parliament is empowered. ठीक है, parliament is empowered कि भाई आप कोई act बना सकते हो. River water board बनाया and then interstate water dispute act बनाया. In terms of the main examination question, write a question. Everybody write a question. The last decade has seen many interstate water dispute and they are still arising. What necessary steps can be taken what necessary steps can be taken? What necessary steps can be taken so that a coordinated front on cooperation coordinated front on cooperation is observed on the interstate water dispute, or is observed between the states sharing the water. Tell me, any of you?
So,
Yes.
so in this case, we can mention the various states, how the states and the rivers dispute between that
Yes.
states.
Yes, that is
After that,
the
like
introduction. Yeah, very nice.
like in yes, sir, like in case of Kaveri, how the states, that is Kerala, Karnataka,
Yes,
TN
yes.
and UP. And after that, we can say how the steps taken to reduce the conflict that is there. So in this, we can say how the zonal councils that are there. So we can
Okay,
like
so
the
you're
various,
bringing in zonal councils.
yes, the various ministers of the states, they can collectively solve the problem by consulting each other. After that, we can talk about the Niti Aayog program, that is cooperation, confrontation, and coordination. So, in case of
Okay.
Niti Aayog program, we can the states can approach for the coordination or the cooperation, like the Ken Betwa River that was there. So, linking of MP and Bihar, I think. So, sorry,
Repeat,
UP.
just wait a minute, Priya. Just wait a minute.
Okay, sir.
The question was, what was the question? What was the
So
question,
the
Priya?
question was, the last decade, many water disputes, they are still arising. What necessary steps can be taken so that the coordination front and cooperation is observed on these interstate water disputes?
Yes. Got it, Disha? Okay. Yeah, yes, continue, Priya.
Yes, sir. So after the Niti Aayog, we can say the Interstate Council, that is there, Article 262, I think, Article 262 or 263, sir, I'm not
Article
able to recall.
262 is regarding the uh, just
Vote.
we have seen.
Yes, sir. Article
Yeah,
263,
Parliament
it
may
is there.
provide for adjudication any dispute or complaint between any two regarding water
Then
disputes.
it's,
Article
yes.
263, what it
Yes,
is
sir.
regarding?
It's
Interstate Council.
interstate council that is there, sir. In that case, we can say the coordination can be there by means
No,
resolving the
but when
disputes.
see when Article 262 you're telling, you do not need to tell 263 because it is the Parliament को अगर दिखता है कि कोई अगर disputes नहीं solve हो रहे हैं between two states, then they can form a interstate council. Then president can form the
Yes, sir.
interstate council. And in terms of Article 263, Parliament can provide for the any dispute. So you do not say that Article 263 भी हम लोग use करेंगे, 263 262 both the provisions we will leave. See, provision is one part. What about the coordination between people cooperation? You can see
Yes,
you
sir.
can write your answer in terms of uh, people to people cooperation, then you can write government to people cooperation, then you write government to government cooperation, right? Then you write if government to government, that is state to state is also not having, then you can write organization in terms of government cooperation, government cooperation, organization government. For example, you said आर्टिकल हमने इससे इंटरस्टेट वाटर डिस्प्यूट एक्ट से कोई ट्रिब्यूनल पेश कर दिया, देन यू कैन राइट ट्रिब्यूनल, है ना? So these methods can be used so that, and
Yes, sir. Or
joint projects instead of the single, joint projects can be made, right? Joint
yes, sir.
projects.
Or
ठीक है?
we can say like the 2019 amendment that is there to the tribunal that has provided the extra power to the tribunal that the verdict given by the tribunal will now be binding, sir. Earlier
See,
it was a,
what our question was कि ऐसे dispute क्यों arise नहीं होना चाहिए? Why this disputes won't be coming in the future? So आप तो ये है
yes,
कि
sir. So
dispute redressal mechanism you're telling you after the arising of dispute.
So in this case, can we say if the tribunal, like earlier we saw the tribunal, if give a verdict, so they can again appeal in the Supreme Court, sir, and the case that is
Nahi,
there is
nahi.
going.
See, Miss Priya, what we are questioning here over here is how this, how this can be avoided. This disputes can be avoided. ऐसा नहीं है ना कि
Okay,
everywhere there is no dispute, right? Everywhere there is no dispute. There is also a
yes, sir.
cooperative front that can be seen between states also. So why this is seen? Because there is a understanding that between the two states there is an understanding. There is a joint project that is going on at many of these states. So that you can mention over here. You do not just tell about how to redress the mechanism. Nah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now we will come to the mega food park scheme. What is mega food park scheme? So, and why this is in news? Basically, recently the Union Minister for Food Processing Industries, he inaugurated the Indus Best Mega Food Park at Chhattisgarh. So it is built under the Mega Food Park scheme. So by this food park, 5,000 people will be employed over here. ठीक है. So now what is this Mega Food Park? ये इसे मतलब यहाँ पे is it something regarding plantation, food plantation? Is it regarding the food plantation? It is basically providing, yes, yeah. So in 2008 में ये scheme launch हुई थी. The scheme was launched in 2008 to give a major boost to the food processing industries by adding value and reducing food wastage at each stage of the supply chain with a particular focus on the perishable food items. ठीक है. Now, which is the ministry over there? The Ministry of Food Processing Industries. ठीक है. Now, it creates a modern infrastructure facilities for food processing along with the value chain from farm to the market link. ठीक है. Market link यहाँ पे ये होता है. Now, what is the aim? Now, to provide a mechanism to link agriculture production to the market by bringing together every bit of stakeholders in between. So यहाँ पे वो लोग क्या करेंगे कि सारे जो stakeholders हैं, जैसे farmer है, ठीक है, then you have the processor, the one who processes the food, then you have the retailer who sells the item, then you have the shopkeeper, ठीक है. So retailers has to ensure what is this mega food park is ensuring that maximizing the value addition and minimizing the wastages. ठीक है. और इसके साथ farmers का income भी बढ़ना चाहिए and employment भी create होना चाहिए. Now what is this mega food park का component क्या होता है? Basically ये क्या होता है कि under this scheme there is a cluster approach कि छोटे छोटे clusters बड़े बड़े clusters यहाँ पे create किए जाएंगे. ठीक है. And infrastructure will be built around this. ठीक है. For example, agriculture zones होगा, horticulture zones होगा, then you will have food processing industries in that, then you will have transport well connected to that. So this will be your approach to that. ठीक है. अभी इसमें क्या होता है? What are the different components of food processing industries? Now you have supply chain infrastructure, जहाँ पे collection centers है, then you have primary processing centers, then you have central processing centers, then you have various cold chains at various places. ठीक है. So these are the various components that are part of your food processing industries. Now financial assistance इसको कौन देगा? तो central government इसमें देगा. ठीक है. Now at present 22 mega food parks India में है. ठीक है. So basically farmer जो produce करता है इंडिया में, तो वहां से लेके तो directly just wait a minute. तो यहाँ से if this is a farmland, तो यहाँ पे जो भी produce होगा, whatever the production will be there in this, so here यहाँ से लेके तो a person when he eats, so everything will be covered under the food मेगा फूड पार्क. ठीक है. सो बेसिकली यहाँ पे क्या होगा, मेगा फूड पार्क में क्या होगा, क्लस्टर्स होंगे. ठीक है. देयर इज अ क्लस्टर. अभी यहाँ पे व्हाट विल बी देयर, सो फार्मिंग के एरिया से लाने के बाद यहाँ पे इट विल बी कोल्ड चेन. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट डज कोल्ड चेन फैसिलिटी विल डू, इट विल प्रिजर्व द फूड, पेरिशेबल फूड्स. ठीक है, फॉर स्टोरेज. कि आप अगर फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू आर ब्रिंगिंग आर्म्स, चीकूस. ठीक है. Now what will this chiku happens is in India there is a wastage of 42% minimum. ठीक है. Now to reduce this we need more of we need more food chains. तो mega food parks में क्या होगा, you will have cold chains, then you have immediately you will have the primary processing centers, then you have central processing units, then you will also have various cold chains in that, and then transportation services which will be centered. तो ये सारा पार्क आपको वो फूड पार्क में मिल जाएगा. नाउ व्हाट इज डन ओवर हियर, गवर्नमेंट आपको सब्सिडी भी देती है उस फूड पार्क के लिए, एंड दे हैव वेरियस स्पेशल पर्पस व्हीकल्स उसके लिए बनाया है. ठीक है. एंड द अप्रूवल्स आर वेरी फास्ट इन दिस मेगा फूड पार्क. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाई दिस मेगा फूड पार्क्स आर देयर, why what are the different benefits of mega food parks? One is farmers के लिए you have a lot of opportunities in the mega food parks. Farmers के लिए, now if the food processing unit is very close to you, or if you know that there is a food processing unit, you can grow that type of food crops in your farm. Also अगर किसी के कोल्ड चेन्स अगर अवेलेबल है एंड दे आर एट अ पर्टिकुलर लेवल, देन यू ऑल्सो नो व्हेन इज द हार्वेस्ट टाइम यू कैन डू फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर क्रॉप. ठीक है. तो आपका यहाँ पे वेस्टेज कम हो रहा है, यू आर प्रोसेसिंग इट वेरी फास्ट, एंड ऑल्सो सो द क्वालिटी ऑफ द फूड प्रोसेस्ड is ensured as it is timely available for food processing. Then employment का issue आपका दूर हो रहा है, because the food processing plant, even if it's a single food processing plant, it will generate thousands and thousands of jobs. For example, आप ये देख लीजिए, एक कोई for example मिरिंडा है, पेप्सी है, what they are using various they are making आम के they are processing foods. ठीक है. And for that they will be requiring various people at various stages. For example, for unloading, uploading, you will require manual laborers over there. ठीक है. Then in the industries also, whenever the bottling plant is there, or whenever the so different, basically at different stages you will be requiring various skilled as well as non-skilled people over there. So lot of employment in both the section, skilled as well as non-skilled sector, you will be making a lot of employment opportunities available for these workers. Also in that particular area with the mega food park is there, a lot of transportation facility will be available, and complementary industries will grow over there. Complementary industries will grow in that particular area. Now what do you understand by complementary industries? Complementary industries मतलब क्या होता है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई भी फूड पार्क होता है तो उसमें मशीनरीज आती है ना. मशीनरीज अगर आती है तो स्मॉल नट्स, देन यू हैव बोल्ट्स, इसके छोटे छोटे इंडस्ट्रीज या स्पेयर पार्ट की आपको इंडस्ट्रीज जरूरी होती है. सो इट विल बी जनरेटिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज ऑल्सो. ठीक है. यानी कि फार्मर्स को भी फायदा होगा, यू हैव ट्रांसपोर्टेशन वालों को भी फायदा होगा, then it will be a lot of jobs that are creating skilled as well as unskilled jobs, direct and indirect jobs भी create होगा. So these are all the things that are taken care of by the mega food parks. Because see, in India, and also regarding the food processing industry. Food processing industry में India में, if you take food processing units in India, if you consider in India, what are the various issues that food processing industry is facing in India? Tell me. चलो, tell me. Food processing industries के India में what are the different issues this food processing is facing? Am I audible? Yeah. Any storage? Okay. Storage of various food items which are perishable, you can write. See, go through farm से लेके ऐसा करो, whenever you are about to think of a particular topic, do go with the farm. कि ये farm है, farm से transportation है, like this is farm gate, here you have transportation, then you have, if the road is long, you have food processing plant, यहाँ से food process होके जाएगा retailer के पास, हो जाएगा shopkeeper के पास, shopkeeper से जाएगा, will go to the particular people or person. Okay, so think of the whole process and then tell me. Security. Disha, what is security? Storage. Yes, storage. See, farm में जो है, first year is the infrastructure issue with the farm. अगर आपको यहाँ पे quality, why you do not get so much of yield per acre? Why do not you get yield per acre? Poor quality of seed. You first farm के जो problems है वो identify करो. Whenever you are giving, so yield अगर उसका अच्छा नहीं है, so the quality will be suffering. So it will obviously hamper the quality of the food processing. Food product जो final आता है, so that will be getting hampered. So here, what are the issues? कि seed का issue, irrigation issue, ठीक है? Then इसके बाद अगर चलो yield कम है, now yield is there. Now you are processing that, sorry, you are taking away the particular food product. You have, for example, mangoes, you have potatoes, then so this kind of chikus. Now you are using the transport. अभी यहाँ पे at the farm gate only, what is there? कि whenever the food is available, whenever the food is now ripen, now what you do, यहाँ पे ही 20% of loss हो जाता है farm पे ही, because the technique which a farmer uses to take that food from that particular tree or any of the material that are getting lost. So here technique of that farmer is also have to be taken into consideration कि वो किस technique से use कर रहा है. Second, farm पे आने के बाद transportation. Is our transportation very good? Because in India we have normal on an average 220 kilometer per day of transportation. ठीक है? And also the load bearing capacity जो एक ट्रक लेके जा सकता है, that is only less than 6 ton. ठीक है? I am talking the average in India. Wherein if you go to USA, the USA का जो average per day का जो ये है, that is 650 kilometers. And the ton, I am not very sure about the ton, but it is more than 9 ton capacity of a particular truck to take the. So आप देखो कि ज़्यादा देर travel करना भी है और ज़्यादा load bearing capacity भी है. ठीक है. So the whatever the produced elements are there that can be reached to that particular place in a given time. So ये तो हुआ वहाँ पे. Second thing, cold chain. अगर मान ली कि ज़्यादा लेट हो रहा है, तो we have to store this facility. खराब नहीं हो, they are perishable, so they need cold storage facilities. So ये cold storage facilities कहाँ पे available होंगे? Yeah, so you need cold storage facilities. So yes, schemes are there, government schemes है, ठीक है? Location of government storage facilities too far from the field, and transport is often expensive. Yes, that is also one thing. Now when you are reached there, then you have food processing, Then in food processing also, a lot of industries are not following the FS, फूड सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड. फूड सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड बहुत लोग फॉलो नहीं करते हैं. ठीक है. Six Sigma they do not follow Six Sigma rules. They do not follow the FSSI standards. Many, yes, so standards wala hi issue hai normally. So these are the issues regarding the food processing industries you can write. ठीक है. अगर आपको कोई क्वेश्चन आता है इस पे, क्या अभी आप लिख पाओगे?
Sir,
फूड प्रोसेसिंग. Yes.
one question, sir. So like the
Yes.
mark that is there of FSSAI, sir, it is on the Nestle product also, sir. Like the providing the quality of the product that is there. But instead of that, the 60% of the Nestle product are unhealthy. It was in news, sir. So how can we say कि? Yes, sir.
No. See, safety matlab whenever it is not that way. Okay? It would be unhealthy for you per se if you are taking it in a very larger consumption. It is the process that is safety. Okay? The making process of making it, that should be safety. ठीक है. इट इज नॉट टेलिंग कि आपको क्या खाना चाहिए, आपको क्या नहीं खाना चाहिए, या आपको क्या खाने से क्या हो सकता है, कौन सी बीमारी होती है. दैट इज नॉट व्हाट FSSI इज टेलिंग. इट इज द फूड स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ मेकिंग द फूड.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm saying कि it is there for saying कि what is the standard means the quality. Sorry, the quantity that
It
is
is the
used
quality.
in.
For example, if
Sorry,
you are
quality.
now see,
Yes,
if now, do you think carbonated drink is good for your health?
no,
Yeah,
it
it
is
is
not
not
good.
good because a lot of lot of calories are there, but now it would differ from person to person. Now second thing is why FSSI would give a standard of, because while making that carbonated drink, for example, you take the Coke, you take the big companies like Pepsi, the big companies like Coke, when they are making this product, what the quality is ensured is whenever the they are making this syrup. Now first the process is they would make the syrup by the sugar. Now whatever the sugar they are introducing in that particular water, okay, the water which is being taken, now that water should be of the test, should be tested from the lab कि उसमें जो TDS होता है, total dissolved salt, that should be bare minimum. ठीक है, that should be within limited. The it should be RO water. ठीक है, like it should have no no dissolve no minerals which are harmful for health. This is the quality. Second thing is the sugar which they are using, that should be also with no foreign materials. ठीक है. अभी now वो सिरप आ गया आपको. Now they would be heating it, they would be putting all the powdered form of Coke, for example. Now whatever the powder form are there, that should be of also qualitative material. That it should be sealed. Whenever the seal is open, then only you will have to put it in the syrup itself. Now there should be no contamination over there. अभी ये हुआ. अभी इसके बाद वाला प्रोसेस क्या है कि वो उसमें वो कार्बोनेटेड, नाउ दे आर मेकिंग इट कार्बोनेटेड. ठीक है. How the carbon is introduced at a particular pressure. So the pressure at which it is there, that pressure should be standard pressure. It should not be ऐसे pressure नहीं होगा कि आपको bottle खोलेगी and you will be like fired up. So that should be a standard. And whatever the carbon the pressure is being made, it should be also standard. Now it is being generated from the steam, the boiler. अब वो boiler से जो steam आ रही है, that should be also from, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आपको rubber, you are heating the water with rubber or heating the water with stones. So that should be of also quality standard, so that the steam is also good. ठीक है. So every procedure that is being followed for making the process is from the FSSI standard in the lab also, or whosoever the technicians are there while dissolving the solid, they have a particular equipments, they have a particular way of dealing with the things. like for example, mask is there, you have headgears, you have gloves in your hand, so that there should be no foreign contamination. Even after going this, there is a lab test that it has to go through, where your sugar level, your everything what you have prescribed should be same. Understood? So this is what FSSI does. ठीक है, FSSI आपको ये नहीं कहेगा कि chocolate is bad for health. ठीक है.
So, but we had seen in a recent controversy also, where various honey products were undergoing a test, and it was proven that there were a sugar content in them rather than the natural honey.
नहीं, see, honey in itself is without sugar. ठीक है, honey का process क्या है कि it's a natural honey. It's a natural honey. If you are telling it's a natural honey, it should be natural then.
Yes, so and there was a reason.
It shouldn't be adulterated. It shouldn't be adulterated.
So in that
now
case,
when you're talking about that, if for example the mango juice, it's a juice, okay? It's not particular mango they are selling. So if it's a juice, it's you know, it's a food processed juice, so then it is being mentioned over that ki we have added sugar is there, then you cannot question that. But when you're talking about honey, and if you're telling that it's a natural honey, so you cannot add sugar to that. So that is why the controversy would be there. Okay? ऐसा नहीं होगा. FSSI will not question the food processing industry on what other elements are added in that. ठीक है? If it will talk कि standard से आप बाहर जा रहे हो.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है? You know what the Maggi issue was there of Nestle?
So they felt that the metals were added, sir. Like
No. It wasn't the metal. It wasn't the metal. It was the MSG, right? Monosodium. What is MSG?
Monosodium glutamate.
Yes. So this element was more than the was found to be more than what the prescribed amount was there. That is why it was banned for a, you know, whatever the controversy was that was surrounding around that. ऐसा नहीं कि MSG पूरा नहीं होना चाहिए. You know, later on it was found that even when we the way of making chapatis in the Indian houses, when we add water to that, then also it has a little amount of MSG into it. A little amount of MSG is seen into it. What this MSG does is it gives a different taste to that food, and that is why we know the craving वाला जो issue आता है हमारा, वो थोड़ा MSG से ही आता है. You read about this, ठीक है? But yes, Harini, it's not about कि FSI आपको बोलेगा कि ये this is a bad product or this is a good product. It will have a particular standard, and if the product is made according to that standard, then it will certify it as right. ठीक है? Yes, no? Okay.
Yes.
I guess this topic is very nicely understood now, everyone. ठीक है, फूड प्रोसेसिंग भी आपको समझ गया. मैंने तो आपको like I have told you regarding a particular way of what happens in an industry also, right? So benefits, though, we have seen what will be the benefits of food processing plants that we have seen in these also. See, what is village rice? What is village rice and what is red rice का concept अभी बहुत आ रहा है. ठीक है? Day before yesterday there was a red rice from Assam. Red rice. Then you have blue rice that is coming up. Yesterday only we have there was a news regarding blue rice from Indonesia that was being grown in Mahabaleshwar area. Blue rice का concept. Now what is this? Now what is this blue rice, red rice? ऐसा कोई concept होता है blue rice, red rice वाला? होता है? See, this is red rice. Can you see? ये होता है red rice. Now why red rice? because it is iron rich. ठीक है, because it is iron rich. Black wheat, red rice, iron rich in the Brahmaputra Valley of Assam without using any chemical fertilizer. और वहां पे इसको क्या बोलते हैं? बावधान. Integral part of Assamese food. See, I have just given you this news just to make you understand that ऐसा भी कोई चीज होता है. ठीक है? There is also a concept called as red rice, blue rice. You know, so it's a homework for you to find regarding what blue rice is. See, red rice मतलब iron rich food होता है without making any chemical fertilizer. They are using it mostly in the Assam area. It is mostly produced. Now, blue rice, this is a new concept to the Indians, but yes, in Indonesia, they do have this blue rice का concept. वो blue rice खाते हैं, and in India also now this is an emerging term. Will make blood. What will make blood? So this is an emerging term that is now coming up. So basically ये होता है कि the yield of the yield from this, from wherever it is produced, it is very nice. The yield is very nice of the red rice. ठीक है? So economically it's very nice for the farmers and all. ठीक है? So this was just a concept मैंने आपको बताने के लिए ये news ली है. Now, what is this UA Prime Minister schemes? UA, the Prime Minister schemes. What is UA? Basically, it's a mentoring scheme for youths. ठीक है? जिनको लिखने के लिए अच्छा आता है उनके लिए mentoring scheme है regarding to train this youth for for becoming good authors. For becoming good authors. Now, why this is introduced? To encourage young people कि आप लिखो, आप पढ़ो, बढ़ो, आप कमाओ. ठीक है? So basically it's a writing training exercises that is being given to youths, and it is named as young, upcoming and versatile authors. ठीक है? Understood? Yeah. Freedom struggle के बारे में आप लिखो. So there is a competition. You can go on mygovernment.in के ऊपर आप जाके you can register over here if you are very enthusiastic about writing. So you have like 1 month from अभी कि आप जाके register कर सकते हो. They will be training you, and in that training they will also be you will also be given some stipend in that, and after that your essay will be published in the your essay will be published. Where it will be published? In the National Book Trust. Okay? They will be publishing your essays also. Okay? So these are the issues that we are now regarding police reform. Now, police reform. Now, why do you think that do you think that there should be reform in police? हमने prison reform तो last time ही देख लिया था. And in what segment can we see that? जी बिल्कुल. Okay, yeah, police reform should be there. What types of reform? आप कभी पुलिस जाते हो तो उनकी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर से आप खुश होते हो? नहीं. So there is a need for infrastructure. ठीक है? Infrastructure. So infra में, because buildings, amenities, whatever the you can say desktop, laptops, the digitization, वहाँ की libraries, books भी ऐसे अगर कहीं if you see the files which are being lying, so digitization of that is very important. So infrastructure में आप पूरे बिल्डिंग का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लो, या फिर कोई ऑफिस में जाने के बाद you see lot of files. So a lot of files are there. Digitization of that infra of that files, it is important because files मिलने के लिए आपको बहुत दिक्कत होती है. Then second thing that comes to mind is prison reform. No, prison reform नहीं. Deepak Kumar says why there is no need of police reform. Second thing is their way of working. Infrastructure तो हमने देख लिया. Way of working. See, the issue of corruption, the issue of the houses they are getting, corruption, then their harshness, right? So इसके लिए क्या होगा? Here the what solution can be given to corruption and their way of way of behaving? स्ट्रिक्ट गाइडलाइंस हो सकता है. एक स्ट्रिक्ट गाइडलाइंस एट द स्टार्ट ओनली कि पुलिस स्टेशन में एंटर करने से पहले आपको गाइडलाइंस है कि अगर इफ यू वांट टू डू एन एफआईआर you do not have to pay any amount and directly you can give the FIR, and if you are given you can dial some number so that you can register a complaint. So a complaint redressal mechanism आपको वहाँ पे चाहिए होता है. Harshness के लिए not everyone is so harsh, but we have seen attitudes of a lot of police, they are very harsh in the attitudes. So ये करने के लिए ethical behavior, right? Ethical behavior should be introduced, right? So it is imparted in many of the police stations in many of the states. For example, Maharashtra, I guess, has a different department that is working for the empathetical behavior of policemen. ठीक है? Yeah, lot of yes. So yes, we will come to the Prakash Singh reforms. So ये है. Second thing, why way of working में ये है कि why they are working this way, because security, उनकी जो element of security है, ठीक है, their children, they do not have how good infrastructure to live with, so this issue should also be dealt with. Second is regarding do India have sufficient amount of police force? The answer is no. We are very lacking in. I have given all the data from various sources I have taken. ठीक है. So the number of police per lakh of people is very low in India. 1 lakh of people के पीछे जितने पुलिस हैं, that is very low according to the data. Also, the women personnel are not very promptly given a place in the police personnel. ठीक है? So this are the issues that you can write over here. Yeah. So yes. Secondly, the type of duties they are being given, the working hours. They do not have a fixed working hours. Fixed working hours का बहुत issue होता है. ठीक है? Why this is there? Because the number of policemen in the service are very less as compared to the required. Okay, as compared to the required. And why people are not very attracted to this police services and all? Because the payment, that is not very attractive. Second is the basic amenities that are to be given to this police service. Policemen are not very, yes, incentives भी जो देते हैं इन लोगों को, वो भी at par नहीं होता है in terms of private organizations what they are giving. Also the service working hours, they are not fixed. Lot of time they have to go through 24 hours of working, 16, 18 hours of working. Also the type of work they are doing, मतलब किसी एक को पुलिस स्टेशन में वर्क नहीं है तो normally what they do, that they are being sent to VIP duties for controlling the traffic, which is said to be the duty of others. So what this do is this decreases their efficiencies. and also they are not very training जो होती है पुलिस की, they are not very updated with the modern equipments मतलब आप ammunitions की बात भी करो, आप modern technologies की बात करो, using of laptops, using of new technical devices, they are not up to the mark as they should be. ठीक है. Also one of the issues what is facing is regarding transfer, promotions, fake cases against police personals. So ये जो होता है ये बहुत आर्बिट्री भी होता है, ठीक है, आर्बिट्रीली होता है, and in a way this tend to end up in bribery and corruption. This ends up over here. So fake, so transfer your promotion, this is too arbitrarily. So that is why in various judgment, for example, Prakash Singh case, very well-known case, judgment given in the Prakash Singh case, he told that whatever the judgment was in favor of कि अगर ट्रांसफर होता है या प्रमोशन करना है तो अलग से सेलेक्ट कमिटी होनी चाहिए, that will decide on the promotions, and that will also be decide on the transfer. ठीक है. So what it suggested, Prakash Singh case, Supreme Court suggested was to set up a separate police establishment board, right, to decide the transfer, postings, promotions, and other service related matters and below rank of DSP. It also advised to set up a national security commission at the union level. Why? कि selection, placement of chiefs of central police organization, जहाँ पे भी अगर ये होता है तो जहाँ पे when you want to place someone for some then you should take the help of this state security commission या national security commission, and merit based आपका जो भी है it should be merit based, appointment should be merit based. So these are the various judgments given in the Prakash Singh case. So we have completed our this 2 पुलिस रिफॉर्म 2. तो पुलिस रिफॉर्म भी हमने देख लिया. Next we will see in the next lecture. Yeah, so village rise police reform भी हमने देख लिया. Yeah, so we'll stop over here. Any questions up till now? Because rest topic we will cover in the next lecture. ठीक है, next lecture में हम लोग cover, because many topics we have taken very deep. Megadhatu multi-purpose project, mega food park, village rise, युवा scheme, police reform, CBA climate breakthrough summit. I guess a lot of topic I was supposed to my dream was to cover a lot of topic. Sir, what's the need of CBI if police works efficiently? If so, you have answered your own question, Fatima. If the police works efficiently, now they see a lot of time this happens that the police is a state subject, and if a case is filed in the state which has a conflict of interest with the government at the stake in the state, that time what happens is to have a neutral kind of investigation, you require some central agency to take care of everything, and that is when CBI comes into place. Understood? Yes, clear. तो I guess अभी तक जितने भी topics हैं हमने clear किए हैं. We are short of time, and so we shall resume or we shall cover the rest in the next lecture. ठीक है? Yes, thank you everybody. सबको समझ में आया अभी तक? Everybody understood what topics we are about? Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. What I will suggest you is read the whatever 7 to 8 topics we have covered. Read in depth regarding that. Whatever questions I have given, try to solve it. Try to solve it by writing the answers. Okay. Okay then. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day. Be safe.